Well, it might not be enough to solve the drought problems here in the Golden State, but it sure is coming down pretty good here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the double. Mike 51. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
You ain't going nowhere.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is Parker, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. scoring the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, this is Jackson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Locke. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Sammy Watkins, 59 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Double up. He's got it.
They'll run with Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And this is caught by Watkins. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Charlie.
Clock now on first down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Lock now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Not today.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Irvin there to make the grab. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing his lock on third down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Lindsey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 43. He's checking. Jumping. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter. Safety's creeping. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Peek in. Hey, orbit. Ready.
Lock to throw on second down. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Markel Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
51, Mike 51. Too little, cut. 51 to Mike.
On third down, block. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start here with Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get this one to Galladay. And the ball is knocked out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Team 6. General West.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Broncos.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Watch the eye. Watch twist. 49. Check 49. Out. Shoot. Hey, Delta.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bam. Give me some. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hard.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little edge.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
We coming all day.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
Here we go. Henry, check line 54. Line 54.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's get it together. Check Nick.
Jackson going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
Now again, right side, Jackson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. first down. It's Jackson. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Ervin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Go. 8-3 game. 6-6. Pull it high.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
Set, ready? And Lobo. Go, go.
Silva. 36. Check 24.
Protein spell and alpha. Mike 50.
Now watch one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 8 inches.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Let's go, baby. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On first down, Locke. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Kill.
Lock now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Denver.
Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
It's on field. Hey, it's on out.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now on second and 13. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A run here with Bonifant. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to...
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That gets him the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Look, screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
He's back to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory.
Here we go.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Lock to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Break. Mike 51. I'm coming. 2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber. Set. Check. Rush in. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
18 Gator.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
33. Broncos 31.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.